into like real world action. So I have a 1 strike, I have a 2 strike, I have a 3 strike, 4 strike, 5 coming up, 6 going down, 7 going below, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So what does that look like if I was to try to translate that with a partner so we both can get some repetition, him on how to deflect and defend those, and then me on how to actually deliver those strikes at a target so I can get some practice with that. So when he comes with the 1, I'm blocking here. Now I'm blocking his hand if I can and the stick. If this is long range, I might just block the stick, or really I might just be hitting his hand, right? So that would be the idea there, all right? Because he's moving too quick and too fast. Now I've seen people say that, oh, you want to try to be on the inside and things of that nature. Yeah, if he is really wild and swinging that thing, yeah, I can get to the inside of that. I can take control from there. But if he's super fast and really sporadic with his strikes, it's going to be really tough to get from the inside of that. So I might want to work my way into it, just like a boxer would use a jab to work his way into some more power strikes. So we go for this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now 5, he's going to use this to clear my stick. It could just be a thrust straight up the center. Boom. Or it could be used to clear my stick out of the way so that he can come back down with a 6 strike cutting down. So when he comes with this clear, I'm moving back, whoa, trying to get out of there by moving my body. And this again is not going to be pretty. He cleared my stick, so I'm trying to get out of there. I leave my foot behind. He tries to hit the foot, and I move that. And I'm going to swing back. He's going to move out of the way to get some space. Good. Or he could just block. Then where I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitting 6. He swings. Whoa, nice. I moved out of the way. Or he swings and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, good. There. We have this 1 through 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He comes shoulder. I move the toe. I swing at him. He swings back with the number 7. Now what we're going to do is we're going to say back up just a little bit. He's going to come in with number 8. I'm going to move here, deflecting, and I'm going to move. So boom, move off one. Then in order to get around that number, because I'm putting pressure here, and then I can come and attack, right? He's going to go underneath. Whoa, there. Switch my footwork, come back here. I'm going to bump it up and try to clear so I get an easy shot at his head, at his body, or whatever. In this case, let's say I'm going at his head. He's going to drop that stick right there at 45 degrees, slide that down. He's going to come back with his number 11. I move off and clear it, right? Or sorry, 10. Yeah, he's going to come back with the number 10. I'm going to then try to hit at his leg. He brings that up, and then he comes back with this assisted thrust. I'm going to move offline using my footwork. We're super close now. I'm going to try to come right back with a pop. He pops it back. He comes with a puño. I meet it, catch it, and slaps that up. Then it's my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, here, 10, comes up, here, 11, here, this is my 12. He stops it, he comes up, I pluck that off, and he goes 1. I'm going to try to hit that left leg, and when I do, he moves it. He's going to move it up that first drill. So from there, he's going to move it out of the way. He's going to come back. I'm knocking that off. So I hit left. I'm so close range. Boom. So I'm just gonna move offline, knock that with a back swing here. And really that's just me bringing my stick back. So I'm here, hit low, boom, boom, moving this off. From there, I turn my body, so I turn my body so I can hit that. He back swings. And then because we're here, he's gonna hit with that puño, so I just bring my stick up, capture, he knocks that off. Then he goes at my leg, I move it out of the way, I go here, I back swing, I puño, knock it up, right? Then I come at his leg, move, here, here, he comes at the leg, boom, 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 boom. I come at the leg, here, here, good. Then he comes at my leg, I move it, come here. Now, when he comes at the leg, I don't want to just be here and just lift my leg. Because he could potentially, just by accident, hit this stationary leg, right? So I'm trying to get that out of there and bring that back. And then come back with my thrust. All right, let's switch sides. So he's coming at that leg, I'm trying to bring that back and shoot in. He back swings, protecting, he comes back, then I come with a puño because of the close range, he captures it, I knock this up. Then I'm gonna come at his leg. I move offline, I come back, he comes back, puño, he can cut it, right? Good. Does that make sense? What if I was just hitting at a longer or medium range? I was hitting at, from this way, I was hitting at his leg, and then from there I just missed, he just moved. Now he's coming back with that strike. How can I have a plan? Don't get involved in anything that I can't have a plan to get myself out of. So I'm always making sure I have a next step for my movement. So even though I wouldn't be throwing this out there if I didn't believe that I was going to get it, unless that's my strategy. You could have that as your strategy. So I'm in here, I'm coming. Next, boom. I'm moving offline, back swinging, that hitting the hand. Now I have some things I can get from there. So anybody think that it could be a real thing where I just miss, and then he goes to take advantage of that. He gets me back, right? So it's there. So I'm building that failure, or that potential failure into my training, giving myself a way to deal with it. So we're here, I go to hit that leg, we're in this fight, boom, nice, hit it. Then I can back swing here. So even though it's a forward swing or a low swing, I can use the back swing to my advantage to be able to come and counter attack. So it's like a counter offensive movement. So all this is in that 1 through 12 Abecedario drill that we were working. So let's see if we can get that. We're understanding this ranging, we're understanding some timing. Again, it'll never show up the way it is in a drill, but pieces, glimpses of this may pop up in your sparring or in your fighting, and you'll be able to pull that off. That's what we're looking for. Eight, 9, right? So now we see how this can play in, boom, hitting. I can go into my number 9. Does that make sense? So let's say I go for number 9, I swing, miss, good, here, and from here, what can I do? So he's not gonna block right now, I'm just gonna come in. I can clothesline, boom, because I'm close range, capture him, block. If from here, this is not a lot of pressure, I can control it from here, but pressure can come when I switch my hands, feed it to the other, grip here, and I'm going to press this forward and use this as an assist. Good. So I'm squeezing him this way in a scissor-like motion. Good. So I go here, swing, he misses, I come in, I'm going to shoot straight in from this number 9. Boom, block it. Now from here, what's going to happen is I'm going to pop this under. Here, this is just a control. It doesn't give me a lot of pressure on his neck. So I'm going to press on his head this way, my arm's going back this way, I switch hands, grab my own hand, and I apply pressure going back and forward, and then keeping his head forward. Boom. Another version of this, where I can actually use like a lever, he comes in, I swoop here, boom, knock. I'm coming across, I'm coming this way. And now what I'm doing is I'm going to put this right on the back of his vertebrae, keep it nice and tight, grab here, and leave it. And drive that in. Now I'm doing it slow for his safety. This would be a struggle. He'd be struggling, I'd be struggling. And just as hard as he's trying to fight out, as hard as I'd be cranking that thing on there, put the pressure on the back of that vertebrae, right? So one more time with that one. I swing, miss, boom, come in, here, rotate, lock, pressure. You want to stop, let's say that happened. So I came to swing, miss, moved offline. I came in, he stopped this. I can headbutt across, lock it, catch it, and then I'm going to go straight down the center. Boom. Now that's going to be popping the wrist, right here with this wrist lock. Here. Now I came at it from here, he stopped it, I moved it around. Here. Now obviously he has this switch side. He has this other hand. So that's why I'm doing things to create openings, great timing, right? Because I missed, he came back, I hit. Now if that didn't knock it out of his hand, maybe it doesn't. I come this way, he stops. Now he's gonna be tempted to be trying to hit, and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna keep that hand occupied, headbutt, come across, grab, I'm striking down to keep him occupied as I pop the wrist at the same time. Does that make sense? Not giving him idle time. If I give him idle time, either I'm affecting him or he's affecting me. It's one or the other, right? So if I'm just doing stuff, yeah, he's whacking, he's beating me, he's in the fight, right? So I'm always occupying his mind with damage and stealing his balance. So all those things are working in my favor. So just keep that in mind. Miss, good, back here, boom. He captures headbutt, boom, over. Move, strike there. Does that make sense? If it's a longer range one, I miss, he comes back, I'm here, he grabs, I lock, I kick.